TIFU by calling Tammy a trashy name. Just found out today that my coworker's mill is named Tammy. The mill also works with us. I was wondering why both were so hostile to me. But then I recalled a conversation where my other coworkers and I were going over cursed names. I've known 3 Tammys and they were all on meth. So I volunteered Tammy as a trashy name because I had never met one who wasn't on meth. Ladies and gentlemen, I made a massive mistake. I stated my own name as a stripper name. In this same conversation, it did not lighten the blow. It seems, fellas, I had to scream this in the void of the internet before. It literally drove me insane. TLDR was discussing trashy names with coworkers. Said Tammy was a trashy name due to all the Tammys I know being on meth. Coworker's mill is named Tammy. They are both hostile to me now. Edit. Typo. Even Ron Swanson's exes were all named Tammy. My mother-in-law's name is Tammy and she's straight trash. Her kids call her by her name and not by mother. This reminds me of when my mother and brother-in-law spoke about tramp stamps at the dinner table. I didn't know what they meant, so asked for clarification. They described the tattoo on lower back, etc. I was like, oh, well, my mom has a tattoo there. Her name is also Tammy. Had a woman named Tammy that cleaned our house until I came home and she was mopping the rugs. They're probably mad because deep down they know it's true. I'm deeply disappointed I can't find the property gif. But cue the scene from Ted where they run through white trash names. The only Tammy actually, I know was sleeping with my boyfriend of 10+ years behind my back. When I got pregnant with our second child, she was upset with me for sleeping with her man, even though he and I had lived together for years and I didn't know she existed. She made him move out to prove his love to her and refuses to let him be alone in the same room as me. She insists on accompanying him to our kids' birthday parties. Tammy is pretty trashy, as is my ex. It takes a real Tammy to get offended by something this stupid. Can confirm Tammy is a cursed name. I had a boss named Tammy and she was the worst. I've known some really nice people named Tammy, but I've always thought the name is trashy. Yeah, but it's good to know that tweaker Tammy is ubiquitous. I mean, Chelsea Lynn plays a character called Trailer Trash Tammy Woman Shrugging. Well, now you learned not to do that anymore. Like when I said I don't like Pitbull at work's popular coworker has one. I was excommunicated. Oops. It is a trashy name. Whoops lol. I still think your opinion is valid. I also know a few Tammys and they are all on drugs or just trashy lol. Only one Tammy I know that was a decent successful lady and she was my old boss, but she fired me because I had COVID and I missed too much work lol. When my parents first met in college, they were sitting around with friends talking about what names were the worst. My mother volunteered a name that she thought was a really ugly name. When my dad told her that this was his dead mother's name, she laughed at him because she thought he was joking. He was not, and she had only died a few years prior, when my dad was 17. You're not wrong. I have a niece named Tammy that is the epitome of white trash. That's my mom's name. It is trashy, rolling on the floor laughing. The only people I know who go by Tammy are terrible people. All the people I know that go by Tamara are great. Make of it what you will.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.